so he's going to join us in a minute. His sound wasn't working, okay?
Yeah.
So John is the author of the American football book. He would call it the football book. I would call it the American football book.
Nice. Okay, this is still with the same like series, right? With the Sports English Press, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the World Cup, which is just around the corner, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really, really cool.
Where's your accent from?
Well, look, I've lost a lot of the accent actually because I've been here for like 15 years now, but it's actually Australian. But
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but it used to be much more Aussie many years ago. But yeah, sort of losing it a little bit.
East Coast Australian.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You know Australia, huh? Kirsten, you been there?
Are you looking forward to the World Cup?
Oh yeah, I sure am. You remember I was not a American football coach, but a soccer coach for many years.
Yeah.
I did. I coached a couple of university teams, some other high-level youth teams.
Yeah.
I won't be going to any matches here, but we'll be watching quite a bit. I mean, everyone's going to be televised, so.
Yeah. Wow.
It's going to be difficult for Mike and me because Mike's based in Spain. You know, I'm based in Germany.
Yeah.
So most of the matches are breakfast television because they start at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
Or they're in the middle of the night. So I think I would go for daily summaries in the evening.
Yeah, well, somewhere in the world, somebody has a problem watching them at a decent time. Yeah.
Phil.
Welcome, John.
Hi.
Welcome, Kirsten.
Hi.
Hey, Phil. There he is. Hey, mate. Great to hear you, man.
Great to hear you too. Let me record this before I forget.
No problem.
Oh, it's recording. Let me see if I can get the poor Italy jersey that won't be used too much in the background there.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome everybody to the Sports English Podcast, the special FIFA World Cup edition 2026. We have special guest Mike Lloyd-Green today in the house, all the way from España. Two co-hosts today here, Mr. John Kowalski out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Notice the intonation on the P's there. That's kind of a Pennsylvania thing, I think, the consonants, and a Philly thing for those of you learning about consonants out there in the world. And of course, Kirsten Waechter, straight off her You'll Never Walk Alone presentation, which we'll hear about today. All that and more. And I'm Dr. Phil Riccobono here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for having us, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've got a full slate here. Like I said, Mike Lloyd-Green is here, a teacher from Spain who specializes in football, soccer. We're going to talk about Kristen's presentation. Kristen, where was that again?
I did this for one of our local teachers associations. John, can you maybe mute yourself because we get echoes? Okay. So I did the presentation for one of our teacher associations here in Germany. So, you know, we have English language teaching associations. So I did a presentation. You would be very, very surprised what this is about, getting ready for the World Cup using football in your English lessons for student motivation. I think I started the first one in 2013. Of course, a lot of this went into the book. And this has been like an ongoing hot cake to sell every 2 or 4 years whenever we have the Euros or whenever we have the next World Cup. And it's great. Teachers love it.
And you'll tell us all about that. But first, let's get back to our special guest here today, Mike Lloyd-Green. Mike, would you tell us about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, how you wound up in Spain, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, okay. Wow, it's a long story, but I'm going to try and make it short because you don't have a long time on this podcast. But I'm an Australian. I am living, as you say, in Spain, in the north of Spain, in Vitoria-Gasteiz. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was play football, so I didn't study. I just played football basically and wrote football formations in my workbooks. And later on, thank God, I actually became a professional footballer. And I thought, fantastic, this is going to be my life. It's all coming true. The league disappeared in Australia for a year, and it finally came back as the A League as we know it now, which is the professional league there. But I was always in the second division after that. I never made it to the first division again in Australia. I was professional in the old league, but not in the new one. And I reached a point where I was just burnt out a little bit. I'd had enough. And I said, look, I'm just going to go for a holiday to the place I've always wanted to go, which is Spain. And I didn't have much money, so I went working for a family who lived in a little village in Sevilla, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with a girl at the airport. And that girl at the airport, who I fell in love with and talked to on a plane, is now my wife. We've been together for 15 years, and we have 2 kids together, 2 half Aussie, half Spanish kids who also speak Basque. And I can't understand them when they speak Basque because they speak Basque at the school, and it's so difficult to learn that language. But now I'm here, and the thing is, I've been teaching English since I arrived in Spain. But finally, I've managed to combine my 2 passions, which are football and English, with football coaches, Spanish football coaches, who are great. They're fantastic clients, very determined, very motivated. And yeah, and this is my specialty now, is teaching Spanish-speaking football coaches how to express themselves clearly in English and basically take advantage of opportunities overseas. And that's my story, guys.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you ever get approached to coach there? Because you have a background as a pro. Yeah,
100%. And I used to coach in Australia too, and I've been offered, like, I was actually coaching at the village in Sevilla, where the local team, just some kids, and I also played for the village team, the men's team. But that was fun, that was great. But here, since I've started working in English and I had the family, I couldn't really find the time to be able to do that and play football, because I'm still playing, even though it's not, professional, I still play. And I think until I really stop playing and dedicate myself to coaching, I don't think that transition will probably happen just yet. Yeah.
Kirsten, did you have a question? And then John?
So I was wondering, actually, but you just answered that question, how you ended up in Spain, who you work with. So I think that's quite interesting. How much is Spain looking forward to the World Cup?
Wow. Spain very excited about the World Cup. They feel like I'm speaking for the whole of Spain, but if you live here, Spain's very divided. We speak about the Catalans, the Basque, the Spanish, that are in Madrid. They're all a little bit different, but I think in general, a general summary would be that they're all very excited. We feel like we're the favourites. We finally have a striker, Oyarzabal, who is Basque, who was that missing link. We didn't really have that target man up front, the goal scorer, but now we do. And De La Fuente is doing a great job as a coach. And we've got, Pedro Porro, we've got Marcos Llorente, who can also replace Dani Carvajal, which was a problem. But now I think we've got a very complete team. And obviously Lamine Yamal, who's the flavor of the month, absolutely. You were feeling very confident. And I think anything less than winning the World Cup will be almost like a disappointment, right, for the country.
Yeah, and you're European champions, so that's another problem. The pressure is really high.
Yeah, it's hard to do both, isn't it, to win the Euros and
Are there a lot of Spaniards coming over to North America? Is this something like, and we have this situation with the tickets prices being so high. Has that been in the media? And I know the euro's stronger than the dollar, but I don't know how good the economy is there in Spain.
Yeah. Oh my God. Good question. It's tough. Like the Spanish will travel as far as they need to travel for football. Like they will spend their money even if they don't have it. You know what I mean? To go and see the football. But I have to say the economy is not the best. That's a very widely known fact. So yeah, in the north, I think it's better, and these people here in the north can maybe permit it more than the people in the south. But people will still go. They will still go. They'll take out a bank loan if they have to go and see Spain play for sure. Yeah.
But I expect they will also.
I've got a question.
Oh, sorry, John, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a question too. Who do you fear the most?
Great question.
I'm supporting Spain. I think Spain
The
has
Aussies or Spain?
Wow. Well, yeah. So far out. Okay. So who am I supporting the most? Is this the question? Yeah.
Well, fear the most.
Oh, fear the
I wanna
most.
know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Who do I fear? That's a really good question. That's a better question. Okay. So, oh, wow. That's such a good question. I think in terms of fear, as far as fear goes, I think probably the team we fear, there are two. One would be France, just because they are such specialists in the World Cup. You know, they don't seem to get nervous, and they have Mbappe, and we all know Mbappe here so well from Madrid. You know, and the other team is you know, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend of Spain, Messi, right? And he's still playing, and he's in Argentina. And any team with Messi, we're just scared. You know, I'd like to say, I don't want to swear, but we're scared out of our wits, you know, of a team with Messi. So Argentina and France, definitely.
How about Australia being in the pool with the Stars and Stripes?
Oh, mate, that's going to be a great game because, you know, we have a great, you know, rivalry, you know, friendly rivalry with USA, obviously. But I think USA have to be the favourites, right? Australia, I think we're just happy being there. But all we want to see and all we really care about is that in every match, the Aussies have to give 110% because that's our image, our identity is we always try hard. Even if we lose, we go down fighting. So as long as we do that, we'll be happy, I think.
But it's a tough group because you have 4 teams that are really quite equally footed.
Yeah.
So Turkey is pretty strong. Paraguay tends to be quite strong.
Yeah.
But Australia, well, the women are actually better than the men. We know that from the last Women's World Cup. But Australia got now also a lot of players in the Premier League and the Bundesliga and everything. So I think you shouldn't underestimate them. You really shouldn't underestimate them.
Yeah.
So, and they now play in the Asia qualification groups, which means they get better opponents to play.
For sure.
So it's not the easy way to qualify because they play Oceania and then basically they always win.
Yeah, this is so true. This is so true. Absolutely. But I guess that the recent results for Australia have been pretty bad in the warm-up games. So now the expectation has just gone right down, you know. But hey, I hope you're right. Kirsten, I like your attitude. You got to speak to the Australians, please. This is great.
Put me through anytime.
I have a question. Kirsten, did Mike and you meet at a conference?
No, the thing was that Mike worked with a colleague of mine, Oksana Hera, and you can tell something about that. And she recommended my book.
Oh yeah, this one.
And then we got in contact. He's so well prepared. We got in contact, and so he bought the book. He started working with the book, and so basically, and then I looked him up, like what he's doing, and I find it quite interesting the way that he works with the managers in Spain. Yeah. So how come you worked with Oksana?
Oh wow! Me and Oksana were in a coaching program, really, for together to try and just help grow our business, basically. And then she found out what I was doing, and she said, "Hey, I know this person, Kirsten. She wrote this great book. If you're interested, please grab it." And I did, and yeah, it's helped me a lot actually. I already had a program, but this just helped me see the places where I could add value. And module 6, which is with managers, was right down my alley. So yeah, it's really helped a lot. Thanks.
Good. You found it useful. Yeah.